Now we come to scenes we'd like to see, so if everyone can make their way to the performance area, please. I'll read out this week's topics, and then we'll see what our panellists can come up with. OK, here we go. The first subject is commercials that never aired.
Our website shows the complete range of pubic wigs. Compare themerkin.com.
Want to dress like you've got no GCSEs? Come on down to JJB!
This ad may be thoroughly misleading. The product may not work and it may burn your face off.
Carlsberg. Don't do liver transplants. But if they did...
Fed up with your dull, grey hair? Get used to it. You're a squirrel.
The Daily Star, because it's cheaper than toilet paper.
Have you been injured in a trip or fall? Would you like to be injured in a trip or fall? Call Barry.
Incest. Just do it.
Marmite. You either love it, or you hate it, or you think it's OK, but you'd rather have marmalade.
I'm a rabbit, and they test makeup on me. But I don't mind, because I'm a bit of a slag.
Burger King. Because you can't taste anything when you're pissed.
Have you got long, dry hair? Could we stuff it down an oil well?
Oi, Churchill! Have you been rubbing your arse on the carpet again?
Hello, I'm Carol Vorderman, and this is my grandmother. Yes, I will literally sell anything.
I used to drink Strongbow cider with my mate Dave, but he was killed by an arrow.
It's Christmas every day with new Brussels sprout-flavoured condoms. Tastes like Grandma's ankles.
Do you want your erectile dysfunction dealt with confidentially and sympathetically? Call floppywilly.com.
OK, the next topic is things you don't want to hear in hospital.
I'm afraid it's the big C. It fell off the sign at Curry's and hit your wife on the head.
Whose penis is this?
Come on, push! Push! We've got no staff and the bed needs moving!
So, just checking your notes here. You're Mrs A. Oh, I'm sorry. You've got MRSA.
You have acute angina, and your tits aren't bad either.
And if you don't want to know the results of your tests, look away now.
I'll tell you something funny about Dr. Thomas. In his handwriting, the words tonsils and genitals look exactly the same.
We're going to put you to sleep now because you're old and it's the kindest thing to do.
So, talk me through it again, Mrs. Hopkins. You were having Sunday dinner. You said to your husband, will you carve? And he just lay down on the floor and gave birth to a baby cow.
Of course it's upsetting, but, you know, Hitler only had one ball, and look how well he did.
This is Hospital Radio. I'm Chris Moyles, and I'll be with you for the next 14 hours.
Accept this sacrifice, almighty Satan!
I don't like the look of the charts, Mr. Wilkins. Dizzy Rascal at number 1.
How many fingers? That's right, 2. Fuck off.
Unlikely lines to read in the Bible.
The characters in this book are entirely fictitious.
And Samson said, Lord, why have you given me all my strength in my hair? And the Lord replied, because you're worth it.
Noah noticed that the ark was sinking. He hated woodpeckers.
And Mary and Joseph were turned away from the inn, for there was no room. But then a wise man came along, whose name was Lenny of Henry. And there was plenty of room at his inn, for it was a premier inn.
Jesus was born in a stable, so in many years later, when he left the door open and people said, were you born in a barn? He could say, yes, I was actually.
And then a trumpet brought down the walls of Jericho. It was Joshua with his bloody vuvuzela!
And Moses arrived with the commandments. Got some bad news for Dave the ox lover.
The Last Supper was a disaster. We're never going to Nando's again, lads.
In the courtyard, Jesus came across a man who couldn't walk. Brother, he said, have you been involved in an accident that wasn't your fault?
And it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, which was a surprise, because the Met Office had predicted a barbecue summer.
Adam and Eve had 2 sons who could not work together. Their names were Lampard and Gerrard.
About the author, this is God's first book. He has 1 son, and he's a little bit touchy about gays.
OK, the next topic is things you won't hear your sat-nav say.
Don't be angry, but while you were getting petrol, I shagged your iPod.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
In 300 miles, you will realize this gimmicky voice was a terrible mistake.
At the next set of traffic lights, a cyclist is going to pull up next to you and give you a really dirty look like he's better than you. When the light turns green, let's see how good his balance is.
Turn right at the next junction for a bloody good dogging site.
I'll tell you what, darling, how about you get out of the car and let your husband park?
Turn right. Wrong. I didn't say sat-nav says.
Welcome to Joburg. Lock the doors, put on your bulletproof vest, and don't leave me here. If you go away and leave me here, I won't be here when you come back.
Bear left, and over to the right, squirrel!
Oh, you just turned me on.
Hold on, I've got the map upside down.
Left. Left. Your girlfriend's left.
Next dinner party, you drink and I'll drive.
Did you turn the gas off? Did you lock the door? Did you? Did you? I reckon we should go back. I reckon we should go back.
Where the fuck are we?
Unlikely things to hear at the World Cup.
I'll tell you what, that Nelson Mandela's a bit of a dick.
And on comes the sub for North Korea, and it's torpedoed the opposition.
Heskey scores!
And there they are, Scotland through to the final 16.
And we're a bit pushed for time this week, so both sides have been told to just play the highlights.
The last time I saw African kids this excited, Madonna was at their school with a net.
Well, it's very hard to tell with his legs at that angle, but no, that is definitely a Brazilian.
Yes, on the one hand, we lose the tournament, but on the plus side, he stole me out tonight.
That's right, Emmanuel Adebayor. I understand exactly what you just said.
And the English fans are taunting the American fans by holding up an oil-covered pelican.
Oh, goody, James Corden's show's on next.
England, of course, are being sponsored by Tesco Online, which is why John Terry has just been substituted by 3 ripe avocados.
And here we are on safari. There is a giraffe and an ostrich. I'm terribly sorry, it's Peter Crouch's parents.
England are playing fantastically. This is a splendid DVD of 1966.
And what a shame Ireland couldn't be here, but then Thierry Henry is a filthy, cheating, lying bitch.
You want carpets? Canadian Diego your carpet!
OK, the next topic is unlikely letters to television channels.
Dear Channel 5, your recent documentary on dyslexia was insightful and sensitive. Please show The Boy with Shit for Brains again.
As a terrorist, I've been watching Countdown with interest. It is rubbish. Nothing happens.
Dear News 24, go to bed.
Dear Babe Station, have you actually read the trade description?
Dear Bravo, I don't quite know how to put this, but well done.
Dear Channel 5, isn't it time you just called it a day? No one will mourn.
I'm writing to thank you. On Sunday afternoon, while I was watching television with my wife, I was urged to press the red button. I did, and my wife had her first orgasm in 40 years.
Dear Al Jazeera, please bring back your hit sitcom, Men Behaving Baghdadly.
Dear History Channel, the Nazis were bad. We get it.
Dear Hallmark, roses are red, violets are blue, your cards are shit, and your channel is too.
Dear Channel 4, why don't you pricks book me for any of your shows?
Dear Sky Sports -1. Thank you for showing the Grand National. I won £100,000.
Dear Points of View, who should I complain to if I think Points of View is shit?
Dear Fiver, if I give you a tenner, will you please stop broadcasting?
Dear Channel 4, why not liven up Deal or No Deal by putting a nail bomb in one of the boxes?
Bad things to say on a first date.
The last time I was in this nightclub, I was still a man.
I've bought some condoms, and in preparation, I've got one on already.
Yes, I know it's only dinner, but unless you sign this prenup, you're not getting any.
My last girlfriend asked if I could play Smoke on the Water, so I threw a toaster in her bath.
Oh, I see. So when you put bubbly on the advert, you meant fat.
You've got good hips. Let me see your teeth. We'll take her.
Actually, during the day, I'm something really high up in the city.
Well, so anyway, so listen, that's enough about me. Tell me about your sister.
OK, I did crop my Facebook photo so as you couldn't see my conjoined twin.
Whoa! How pissed was I when I asked you out?
Not as pissed as I was when I said yes.
There's nothing you can do about it. I know I'm gonna shag you.
My dating history, yeah. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived.
Very good. OK. The next topic is unlikely lines to hear in a disaster movie.
From the makers of Snakes on a Plane comes Snails in a Caravan.
I want you to upload the schematic to my PDA. I need you to send the picture to my mobile.
Ambassador Thrall, are you telling me that intergalactic war occurred because one of your people said, I'm going to the shops, do you want something? And another one replied, yes, get me a galaxy.
Men, we are heavily surrounded, but don't worry. Gaza has arrived with some chicken and a fishing rod.
It's one story of terror. It's Bungalow Inferno.
Listen to me. I want you to take the kids. I want you to go to your mother's. You'll be safe there. I'm going to stay here and shag the nanny.
The boat is sinking. There's not enough lifeboats. And the worst thing of all, Celine Dion is singing the theme tune.
There is a house in New Orleans.
The Martians landed at around 4 a.m. in Bracknell, went and left again.
The ship is sinking. I don't care. I'm a duck.
Yeah, just press that, be all right.
This is a virus like we have never encountered. 50% of the population will be debilitated completely. The other half will be able to carry on as normal. Gentlemen, this is man flu.
Do you not realise, if this contagion spreads, the entire X Factor judging panel could be wiped out?
Rejected questions from this year's exams.
To keep them cool, the testes of the male Homo sapiens are on the outside. Should he put them back in his trousers?
Wayne lives 3 miles away from Kaylee, and Martin lives 6 miles away from Wayne. Who got her pregnant?
If an oil well is spilling out oil at 50,000 barrels a day, how do you stop it? Really? How do you stop it?
If you mix blue and yellow, how crap is your government?
If Mary has 1 apple, Thomas has an apple and an orange, and Tarquin has 2 apples, an orange, an ugly fruit, and 2 kumquats, whose parents read The Guardian?
Which is faster, a cheetah or Mel Gibson leaving the Mobos?
If you removed a man's lower intestine and stretched it as far as it could go, how angry would he be?
Calculate the circumference of Eamonn Holmes using pi.
A car is travelling at a constant speed of 70 miles an hour round the M25. In what imaginary universe are they in fact travelling?
Henry VIII loved the bitches. Discuss.
Chemistry. What's that smell?
Nelson lost an arm and an eye. Why didn't he call Claims Direct?
Your mum's a slag. Discuss.
The next topic is things you won't hear in a gardening programme.
If you're into naked gardening, here's a tip. Be careful what you do with the shears.
And that, folks, is how you get rid of a body.
Not only that, somebody has been sneaking into the allotment and putting topsoil on the ground. The plot thickens.
Last year, I couldn't be bothered to dig up my garden, so I phoned up Time Team and told them I'd just found a Roman coin.
And now, over to our lawnmower expert, Stumpy Jeff. Hi, guys!
See, David here has got some nice buddleia, and Jemima there, she's got some nice hydrangea, and I've got chlamydia.
Well, that's it for this week. I'm off home to plant my seeds. My wife's ovulating and I don't want to miss my slot.
Why grow flowers like this when you can steal them from a traffic black spot?
Last week, you were complaining about rabbits being rampant in your garden and being a pest. But let me tell you, I've got a rampant rabbit, and when it's in my garden, it causes nothing but joy.
Well, I've been having terrible trouble with a mole. He keeps on passing confidential information to other gardeners.
See, here we see we've got a nice rockery over there, and there's a lovely fountain we put in, and next to that is the tree of knowledge. You will not eat from the tree of knowledge!
If your lawn suffers from patchy grass, just grow it along one side and comb it over.
And if you leave it for about 4 or 5 years, it should be just the right height to piss behind.
In a garden, it's... Who's blocking my light? Dara, could you just...
Over here is a wonderful water feature, like in Brussels, of a small boy pissing. This one's from Thailand, and I pay him 20 pence a week.
He ain't lying. It's good money.
Unlikely things to read in a political memoir.
So we were playing Truth or Dare, and I didn't want to tell the truth, so I shagged Edwina Curry.
Big Ben struck 12 and stopped. Thank God. My buttocks were on fire.
I thought I'd pressed the button that summoned the tea lady. Imagine my surprise when it turned out I bombed Russia.
I think the greatest thing about meeting the Queen was listening to him singing Candle in the Wind.
Yeah.
Say what you like about Robert Mugabe, but that moustache makes all the difference to foreplay.
I suspected that John Prescott was having an affair when the four legs of his desk came through the ceiling above me.
I was actually at college with Saddam Hussein. We were at Sussex together doing chemistry and combined inhumanities.
At the start, there were 3 women in the cabinet, 5 in the cellar and 2 under the patio.
Deciding to go to war was one of the tensest games of eeny, meeny, miny, mo I have ever played.
We'd sometimes break up boring cabinet meetings by convincing David Blunkett he was black.
Oh, when we got into Bosnia, the first thing we did was get the United Nations troops setting up trestled tables with plates of cheese straws and sausage rolls. But it turns out we were supposed to provide a buffer, not a buffet.
John Prescott, a book by me.
Take that, you bastard, he said. No one fucks with Mahatma Gandhi.
The next topic is things you wouldn't hear in a medical documentary.
I know you're a teenage mother, but nobody will patronise you here. Come through to the slag ward.
Next, he was put in a CAT scanner. Unfortunately, the cat was still in it.
And so Nick Griffin comes round after the face transplant, and that's not the colour he was expecting.
OK, now cough, and cough again. OK, yeah, I've got the diagnosis. Got a cough.
Eventually, doctors had to break his leg in 6 places. It was the only way to stop him running round the ward, the little tosser.
34% of people in this country have irritable bowel... Oh, sorry.
What this attractive patient doesn't realise is Dr. Singh was struck off years ago.
Brian is 75 stone. He hasn't left the house for 3 years. What a fat bastard.
After months of tests, doctors finally discovered what had caused his blindness. He'd been masturbating too much.
Today we're attempting a slightly difficult operation. What we're hoping to do is remove the Adam's apple with a pair of tweezers without the patient's nose flashing red.
Tara removes her top to reveal a hideous skin infection. Look away now if you're eating Rice Krispies.
The Siamese twins were joined in the most embarrassing place imaginable and known by friends as the skipping rope.
Unlikely lines to hear in a kids' film.
Oi, Shrek! Have you been upsetting Colleen again by shagging those prostitutes?
Garfield, what are you doing in that bin?
E.T., I'm pregnant.
Where's Nemo? Look inside the batter.
I'm terribly sorry. I'll just put my clothes back on. I thought you said chitty chitty gangbang.
Mr. Von Trapp, I'm here from the council. We've had complaints about some terrible singing coming from your house.
So, he asked all 5 of you if you would like to look round his chocolate factory, did he?
Mary Poppins, I arrest you on suspicion of supercalifragilistic sex trafficking.
King of the Swingers, nice to meet you. I'm King of the Doggers.
Wow, Nanny McPhee, that was not the Big Bang I was expecting.
I am Bambi, son of a murdered mother, husband of an endangered doll. I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
OK, the next topic is things you wouldn't hear in a cookery show.
No, that's definitely a poodle.
Today, I brought along chicken tonight, but I'm going to have it tomorrow. Smash the system.
So finally, just pour on the milk, and there you have it. Cereal.
And remember, you must eat the brain to get their power.
A lot of people recommend washing your hands after handling raw meat, but it's just as easy to let a dog lick them or to wipe them on a relative.
Golden, relax. We're doing a bit of dinner, mate. You're not sorting out the Middle East here.
So just boil for 15 minutes, and if there's still life in her, she's a witch.
Welcome to It's Late and There's Not Much Left in the Fridge. Today we're going to be making onion double cream banana pasta ketchup.
The unique flavour of the sausages is from a recipe from my wife.
So, if you want to give your bar snacks that genuine pub feeling, why not sprinkle them with urine?
I'm Jamie Oliver, and in my new series, I'm going to be travelling the length and breadth of the UK in a VW camper. Welcome to Cock O'Van.
And believe me, these fried insect legs really are the bee's knees.
Today, I'm going to be making prune and sweet corn chickpea couscous, because I like to give my bowels a challenge.
Next, the ginger pudding. Anthony Worrell Thompson, what are you going to be cooking for us tonight?
So, I've been beating away for half an hour, but I'm just lonely. Let's get on with the cooking.
Unlikely things to hear on a news programme.
Behind me, a man lies dead. That's what happens if you pull faces in the background when I'm doing a piece to camera.
This is BBC Three's News in 15 Seconds. Floods, recession, Lib Dems, Wayne Rooney.
Medical news just in. Pioneering X-rays have proven that Nick Clegg has a spine.
Our tape of Big Ben is broken. Bong.
This is Fox News.
Freed Lockerbie bomber Ado Bassett Al-Megrahi has died.
Are you there? No, there's no one there. Well, we hope to talk to Michael Jackson later.
Later on, we'll be finding how the Queen arrived in Australia, but first.
Finally, economic news. We're fucked. Good night.
There is still an embargo on revealing the footballer at the centre of this sex case. This is Brian Henderson outside John Terry's house. Sorry.
Protesters set fire to cars and blocked the carriageway for several hours in protest over something or other, bloody French.
City news now. London is dangerous, York is old, and Bristol is a bit weird.
The next topic, please. Unlikely things to hear on a train.
This is the Virgin train service to Edinburgh. If you're not a virgin, would you please get off at Hemel Hempstead?
We would like to apologise for the bumpy ride as we entered the last station. This is due to some selfish bastard throwing himself under the train.
We are now arriving in Sheffield. Could all passengers in first class please pull back your window blinds and take a look at the real world?
We'd like to apologise for the toilet being out of order for the entire journey, as Ricky Hatton is in it.
Due to staff shortages, I am unable to finish this announcement.
Hot food is now available because the buffet car is on fire.
We have now arrived into Birmingham New Street. We are pleased to inform any passengers wishing to change for Wolverhampton that there's a JD Sports opposite the station.
Excuse me, do you have any more of those sandwiches? They're delicious.
I wonder whether I should take my personal belongings with me when I leave this train. If only there was an announcement that could possibly help me.
We apologise for the delay to this service. This was caused by points failure at Make Something Up.
Hello. This is the train speaking. I know we're running a bit late, but don't worry. I know a shortcut.
Could the passenger causing a disturbance in the quiet coach please settle down and stop shouting about your heart medicine?
Would the driver please contact the guard? We have no idea where you are.
This is the driver contacting the guards. Where am I?
Unlikely things to hear in a quiz show.
Well, welcome to Junior Mastermind, our annual competition to find the best nerdy, specky, knobby no-mates in Britain. 2010.
We asked 100 people, name something you eat with a spoon. And the top answer was, piss off, I'm busy.
So, Nick Griffin, you were the weakest link in that round, and yet you chose to get rid of Rashid.
Why?
And on tonight's Family Fortunes, we're joined by the Fritzels and the Wests.
So, Noel, your soul for a resurrected career. Deal or no deal?
Ooh, this one has really stumped Steve from the Eggheads. The question was, what is it like to have sex with a woman?
Welcome to Weakest Link Bankers Edition. You've banked nothing, scored nothing, and yet you still have a bonus.
You have one lifeline left. That's calling your country's government to see whether they will accept our demands.
We asked 100 people, where is the G-spot? You've given us your answer. If it's up there, love, I'll give you the money myself.
So this question for £100. What is your PIN number?
£60 for half a gram of Coke. Deal or no deal?
Deal.
I'm Dale Winton, and you've got to be in it to win it. And by that, of course, I mean my bottom.
The next topic is lines you wouldn't hear in an action movie.
Right, I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or just 5? To be honest, in all the kerfuffle, I've kind of lost count myself. But seeing as how this is a .44 Magnum, which is the most powerful shotgun in the world, could blow your head clean off, you've got to ask yourself, what am I like?
If I press this button, you will witness the worst thing you could possibly imagine. Channel 5.
I know you're mad, Max, but getting drunk and blaming everything on the Jews isn't going to help.
First, Mr. Bond, I plan to aim the giant laser at the world. And then, oh, fuck, this cat shot me again.
OK, men, this is the plan. We tunnel under the wire, we make a dash for Blighty, and hopefully we'll never, ever have to compete in the Commonwealth Games again.
I want your clothes, your boots, and your unicycle.
There is a bomb on this bus, but we think we know who's got it. But if we get this wrong, we might look a bit racist.
Batman, it's Catwoman. She says she's been thrown in a wheelie bin.
They beat him, they kicked him, they shot him, they left him for dead. Now, he's dead.
Now, listen to me, Bourne. If you're not back in 10 minutes, your dinner goes in the bin. And yes, that is an ultimatum.
Luke, I am your father.
Really? You're black.
I'm Iron Man, doing what I do best. Ironing.
Which box do I put it in?
Terminator 5. Recycling Day.
I am Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the Legions of the North, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
Gladiator! Ready!
Lines you wouldn't hear in a TV detective show.
The suspect has got a gun, but it's okay. Gaz has arrived and he's brought chicken and a fishing rod.
I'm not doing it. This is a midwinter murder. It's freezing. It's not in the contract.
And as you can see from the samples we've taken that we've scraped from under her fingernails, she was manky.
He were a policeman that got hit by a car and thought that he'd woken up in 1970. He were wrong. It were present day. This is CSI Hull.
Sergeant, if you look closely, there are semen stains all over these bed sheets. Let's book into the Holiday Inn instead.
Poirot, you've done it again. You've bored me shitless for the last 2 hours.
So that's it. At the end of a 3-month investigation, that is it. It's Colonel Mustard in the living room with a lead pipe.
Inspector, has anyone ever said that you look an awful lot like David Jason from Only Fools and Horses?
Yes, Miss Marple, we've had the lab results back, and it's very interesting. Actually, it's thrush.
He fits the profile. This is going to be a really boring episode of Hole in the Wall.
You're probably wondering why I've asked you all to gather here in the library. Sorry. Probably wondering why I've asked you to gather in the library.
It's the TV presenter, Noel Edmonds. Have you any idea why he was killed? It's the TV presenter, Noel Edmonds.
Ken Stott is Detective Inspector David Sod in Sod's Law.
Well, we know now who's responsible for the killing. It's society, yeah? Yeah, you want to think about that, hmm?
The body is that of Eamon Holmes. We may need a little more chalk.
OK, the next topic is unlikely things to hear from a sports commentator.
So just 80 metres to go and the building of this running track will be finished.
And Ricky Hatton there, bleeding heavily from the nose. This boy really knows how to party.
And we're just getting the news that Usain Bolt's ankle isn't actually sprained, it's broken. So the only thing to do is to collect some of his sperm and then shoot him in the head.
Hello and welcome to Sky Sports, or if you're watching Sky Sports 3D...
Hello and welcome! Ah, the smack of leather on willow as Sue Barker walks into a tree.
Meow! 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 The race hasn't started yet. I've just got a bit of a problem.
All of the drivers have their own little good luck rituals. This one's brought a tiny good luck troll. Oh, no, that's Bernie Ecclestone.
Well, we'll have to see what the referee gets out. I don't think any of us were expecting that.
Unfortunately, the Man United team have turned up with the wrong kit, so today they're going to have to play in their pants.
He's got his wood out and he's in a nasty bit of rough. He needs to get to the golf course as quickly as he can.
Well, I have to say, I do agree with the crowd. The referee is a wanker.
Welcome to Delhi for the shit pit. Sorry, the shot put. No, I was right first time.
You join me for the men's discus final. Women's? That's no woman.
And as the Derby winner is led out by his jockey, the sexual tension is almost unbearable.
So with 1 over to go, this next delivery could change everything. And it has. It's a no ball. I've won £400,000 and I'm off to the airport.
Oh, and that's a beautiful shot there on the black. I really should remember these boxers' names.
Okay, at the end of that round, the points go to Randy and Mark.